doing internet marketing for that long, but he's extremely successful. He's doing about $1.4 million a month. Seriously, it's a lot of money. And you know, this is his actual website. If you click on the case study, you'll be able to access the case study, and it basically looks like this, where it's a 30-minute video, and he basically shows you exactly how he's done it and how he can help you to do it as well, right? And essentially, it's, you know, got a ton of testimonials. You'll just, you know, the first part is just loaded with testimonials. He actually logged into his account, his Warrior Plus account, and he shows you, you know, how he just withdraws $100,000. I haven't actually seen anyone do that. So it's pretty cool to actually see an internet marketer show you him withdrawing funds directly, okay? Now, the way that this funnel works is, as you come through, if you would like to work with him, after you watch this video, you would click on the link below, and it would be an application for you to apply to work with him. Now, when you click on the application, what happens is you will fill up a form, all right? And once you fill out this form, you will actually get a call from his team. So you will speak to someone in real life, which is very, very cool. Again, very few internet marketing systems do anything like this, okay? So you will speak to literally somebody on his team, a coach, and they'll have a conversation with you for about 45 minutes to an hour. It's a strategy call. And after the call, if you decide that this is something for you, you'll get into the program, or you won't get into the program. It just depends on how you feel about everything and where you are at this point of time in your goals, okay? Now, how much does this program cost? It is a $2,500 US program, okay? Now, some of you might be thinking, wow, that's pretty expensive, right? But the thing is what are you getting for $2,500? Let's talk about that a little bit, okay? Now, in this video, basically, Philip is going to explain to you everything about how he failed, what he's implemented, and how he's actually had success. And the way that this system works is essentially he's going to help you to build what's called a high ticket sales funnel. All right. Now, a high ticket sales funnel, what that means is instead of selling low end products like a $20 product or a $50 product, which will take you a very, very long time to generate big commissions, right? He's going to build out a sales funnel for you where you're going to be able to make $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and even $7,000 commissions. Okay, that's pretty cool, because if you think about it, if you're making $1,000 to $2,000 to $5,000 to $7,000 commissions, you don't have to make that many sales every single month in order for you to hit, let's just say, $10,000 or even $20,000, which is why his students do so well. Okay. Now, another thing is that this is it's not a 100% done for you system. It's, I would say, 80 to 90%, because essentially what he does is, if you decide to get in, he will build you out a sales process that very similar to what he has, and then he's going to teach you how to promote it. So the only thing that you really need to do is learn to promote the actual system itself. All right. And the reason why this system works so well, even though there are a lot of people using it, right? Because it's a pretty popular system, right? And if you know anything about me, I don't really like systems. I don't really like done-for-you stuff, because a lot of done-for-you stuff, because so many people are using it, it loses its effectiveness. But the difference between a lot of those other systems that I've used in the past and Philip's system is a couple of things, and let me explain, okay? So first of all, he teaches you how to market really, really well. All right, so I'm going to show you the back end of this. So if you decide to join the program, this is the actual back end, and it's very detailed, right? So he's got, you know, a lot of training. He's got, like, I think 90 lessons, okay? And Philip's a great guy. You know, he's very detailed. He's straight to the point. He teaches you exactly what you need to do, how to get set up, how to set up your funnel. By the way, I should mention that his team will set up your funnel for you, okay? So he needs a little bit of information from you, like your name, your email address. You have to create a domain name, stuff like that. And then his team will go off and create the system for you. He'll attach all the emails. He'll customize your actual selling system, you know, your high ticket selling system. And then they email it to you, the links specifically to you. And you get that usually in about 2 or 3 days. He says 7 to 14 days, but usually you get it in 2 to 3 days, pretty quickly, okay? Now, once you have that funnel set up, which his team does, so you don't actually have to do anything. It's very, very cool, right? You just have to give him a few details of your actual information. Once you get the funnel, then you start to promote it. And you learn all about traffic. And he likes specifically Instagram and TikTok. So he teaches you a lot about Instagram and TikTok. This is basically like a full-on Instagram and TikTok tutorial, right? Step by step, he shows you how to boost it, how to take it, you know, to the next level. It's really, really cool. How to automate and scale. And then if you go down here, how do you then, make a couple of sales and then take that budget and use influencer marketing to make even more money? How do you turn it nuclear, as he calls it? Okay. If you already have emails, if you already have an email list, he'll show you how to promote it as well, right? And so it's a very, very detailed marketing. And let me get back to why this done for you system works so much better than a lot of, I would say, other done for you systems that don't really work. Okay. So it's the method that this goes, that people are actually taken through this process. So the way it works is, as soon as somebody logs into this system right here, they're going to get emails that are going to be from you and from Philip. Okay, so that's all set up automatically already. So even if you don't have any marketing experience, they're going to take care of all of that. All right, so first of all, a lot of the heavy lifting is taken away from you, and they set it up so that you don't have to do that, right? So there's about 60 emails, so about 2 months worth of emails that people will be getting directly from you and Philip. That's going to be set up automatically, right? Now, in every single email, which comes at a different angle to your prospects, all right, they also get to check out Philip's Facebook page, which has over 22,000 followers, and his Instagram account, which has, like, at the time of recording this video, about 180,000 followers, okay? So what he does is he engages people that you send into the system in his free Facebook group, which has a lot of people, and on his free Instagram account, right? And as he kind of interacts with them, if they are interested in his program, which you are affiliate of, right, he will basically send them through this process. They will apply, they will speak to somebody on his team. So there's that human touch, which a lot of done for you systems don't have, by the way. So he's got a whole basically sales team in the background, which you don't see, that gets on the phone with your prospects, and they will talk to them, and when they close them into a $2,500 sale, you get a $1,000 commission. Okay, it's pretty cool. And the tracking is very, very deep. That means there's lifetime tracking. And even if you send somebody here and, Philip is talking to them on the Facebook page, he's talking to them directly on Instagram, you're still going to get the credit. And that's why so many people make money with this system. Okay, so there's a few things happening here that you don't really see on the front end, right? So first of all, it's a high ticket system, which means that you make big commissions, which means that it's easier for you to hit your income goals. All right. The second thing is that when people come through the system, you get lifetime tracking, even though he's speaking to people directly on his Facebook group and through his own Instagram, you're still going to get credit. Okay, so very few systems do that. The third thing is that he basically talks to people directly. So there's very few programs that do that, right? So most programs, everything's automated. But with Philip's program, him and his team are literally talking to people directly on Facebook chat, and on Instagram chat. So that means there's this real person touch point, which is extremely intimate, that a lot of systems don't actually have, right? Now, when you have that intimacy by chatting with people directly on Facebook and on Instagram, the conversions are much, much higher. And then the third part of this is that when people actually want to buy, they don't buy through a website. They actually speak to somebody live through a live strategy call for 1 hour. That's why the conversions are so high. Okay, so as you bring people through the system, you get to benefit from all of these things because you get a lifetime, what's called a lifetime cookie, and that's why so many people are making money with this particular system. Does that make sense, right? And then on top of that, the training is excellent, right? So it's very detailed, the support is very good. I mean, Philip's making $1.4 million a month, right? So he's got a lot of infrastructure and resources built into this system, which is why so many people succeed with his program. Okay, so that's kind of my review of the program, right? So what is this essentially? Okay, so essentially Philip is teaching you how to do affiliate marketing, how to sell his coaching program. He's going to build out a high ticket sales process for you, and he's going to allow you to benefit from his entire infrastructure and all of his touch points within the system itself, and he's going to train you in a lot of detail on how to get a lot of eyeballs and a lot of traffic into the system through Instagram and through TikTok. That's it in a nutshell. Okay, And for a done-for-you system, which I usually don't like, I think it's one of the best done-for-you systems that I've ever seen. And I've reviewed a lot of programs. I've been in a lot of programs. I've paid tens of thousands of dollars for a lot of programs. And this is the reason why Philip has so many students succeeding, because of the nature of the way that this is set up. So 98% of the heavy lifting is done, but yet, even though a lot of it is done, and most of it is automated for you, right? There are a lot of touch points that a lot of other done-for-you systems don't have, that the 7-figure accelerator does have, which is why the conversion rates are so high, right? They're really speaking to your leads on Facebook chat, Instagram chat, but you still get the credits. Pretty cool. And then again, just to repeat myself, when people are interested, they actually have to book a call with a real person that talks to them on a phone. They answer all their questions and then they close them or not. But because they're speaking to a real person, the close rate by the time people actually register for a strategy call is very, very high. That's why the close rate's so high, and that's why you're going to make a lot of money inside this program. Okay, so that's kind of my review on Philip's 7-figure accelerator. If you'd like to check it out, you'd like to give me some credit, I've got a link directly below this video. You can click on that link. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to go through this exact process. Okay, so you're going to click on this link. You're going to opt in. You're going to watch this video. If you're interested in getting in, just click on the apply to work with Philip. You're going to fill out this application form. You're going to get on a call with somebody. You're going to speak to them, ask all the questions that you want, and then invest in the program, and you're basically going to get this entire sales funnel for yourself. You're going to get access to the background, the training right here, where you're going to learn to set it up. His team will set it up for you, all right? And then you're going to learn how to market like a pro, and once you have that skill set, nobody can take that away from you, okay? And then you just learn to get really good on Instagram, on TikTok, drive a lot of free traffic, right? And then once you're ready, you can go to the paid traffic, which is basically influencer marketing right here, okay? And you can start with very little or a big budget, completely up to you. And that is a skill set that nobody can take away, and he teaches it very, very well, all right? So that is my review of Philip's 7-figure accelerator. If you'd like to check it out, I'm just going to drop a link in the description box. That's the first link right there. You can get into the program, check it out, and speak to somebody on his team. Ask any questions you want, see if it's for you, all right? And you can check that out. Now, if you're here, you're probably looking for a way to make money online, all right? Now, I've been around on the internet for a long time, over 14 years at the time of recording this video. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Obviously, this program is the good, even though there are a lot of bad programs out there. But I've got my own favorite way of generating $5,000 to $10,000 per month. So if you'd like to get access to that training for free, I'd love to send that to you. If you would like, all you need to do, there's a second link in the description box or the comment section. Go ahead and click on that, and I'm happy to send that training directly to your email. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this review of Philip's 7-figure accelerator, and I look forward to seeing you on another review. Take care.